Chapter 4, Lesson 7, Inverse Linear Functions. So what's an inverse relation? Remember, relation is any set of ordered pairs. Functions are specific types of ordered pairs, so they go together. So an inverse relation is just the set of ordered pairs obtained by exchanging the x-coordinates with the y-coordinates. So inverse means opposite. So we're just going to take the x and y coordinates and we're going to exchange them with each other. Okay, so if I have a table and I want to find the inverse relation from this table, well, one ordered pair that goes with this table is 4, negative 4, negative 13. So in the inverse, one of the ordered pairs would be negative 13, negative 4. Another ordered pair would be negative 8.5, negative 1. Another ordered pair would be 0.5, 5. And another ordered pair would be 6.5, 9. All I've done is replace the x with the y, exchange them for each other. Now we're going to take a look at a graph. So graph isn't too much more difficult, it's just that we have to find the points that go on our graph. So if you look at your graph on your paper, you can see that the y coordinate, the y-intercept, looks like it's right at 0, 3. That one looks like it's a pretty easy one to find. Now if we look, it looks like one of the other coordinates that goes through one of those exact points is about here, that it goes through 3, 1. And then if we keep looking, it looks like there's another coordinate at about here, which looks like it is about 6, negative 1. And then we can either keep going or we can go up the other way. And it looks like there is a coordinate that crosses exactly about right here. And it looks like it's at about negative 3, 5. So now if I was going to draw the inverse function of this line, the first thing I need to figure out is, what are my ordered pairs that I'm going to write? Well, my ordered pairs are going to be 5, negative 3, 3, 0, 1, 3, and negative 1, 6. And now I'm going to plot those points on that graph. I'm going to use a different color just so that I can see it better. So I'm going to go out here to 5 and negative 3 and plot a point. I'm going to go to 3, 0 and plot a point. I'm going to go to 1, 3 and plot a point. And I'm going to go to negative 1 and 6 and plot a point. And then I'm going to draw my line that goes through those points. And that is my inverse function of that graph. Sometimes they will have exact points where they cross that you've written, and other times they won't. All right, now if we have an equation, so if I have an equation written in function notation, remember that's just the same thing as it meaning y equals 4x minus 8. Now, if I want to find the inverse of that, I need to switch the places of the x and y. So I'm going to write x equals 4y minus 8. And now I'm going to take that equation and I'm going to solve for the y. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides because I wanted to get it in slope-intercept form. X plus 8 equals 4y. Divide both sides by 4. I have 1/4 x plus 2 equals y. Now if I'm going to write that function in function notation as the inverse, is what I'm going to write is I'm going to say this is the inverse function. So I'm not going to write f of x. I'm going to write f, it looks like to the negative 1 power. It means the inverse. The inverse function of x is 1/4 x plus 2.